in a loud, clear voice, what was the card that you chose?
Card was the 4 of clubs.
4 of clubs. I don't even know. I didn't see it. Yes.
Wow, that was awesome, dude.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And this week I am teaching you guys something really, really exciting. I came up with this years ago, like such a long time ago. And it was a part of my close-up show for a long time. It's so simple, it's so direct, it's so beautiful. It's an amazing mentalism card principle. It's something you could do, and it's very versatile. You can use it in many different ways, not just the way I'm going to show it to you, but it could be used as a way to make someone choose a card in a really fair way. It could be used as a way to have a spectator find their own card, even if it looks like you're not doing anything. In fact, I love it so much that I did it in my live stream just a week or two ago, and the feedback was insane. So before we learn it, before we go step by step and look at how to do this, I want you guys to see the performance. So here is one of the options of what you can do with this. So we're gonna use the deck of shuffled cards, and I'll shuffle it a little bit more, even like this. And Sean, if you were here, I would have you, reach out and take a card, but you're not, so what we'll do is this. I'll go through the cards, you say stop at some point, and I'll give you the card that you stopped at. So I'll just go like this, and whenever you want, you say the word stop.
Stop.
Now, did you want the one in my right hand at the bottom or the one at the top of my left hand? Which one?
Top.
This one over here, the left?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna show it to you guys. Now, this is a trick you can do virtual or live. I don't have any monitors here except for right in front of me. So I'll look away, I'll hold the card up. Sean, you just let me know if you've seen it and if you know what it is. So I'll do this like this. Sean, can you see that card?
Got it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I promise you guys, I don't have a monitor or anything. I did not see what that card was. It's going to go in the middle of the deck like this. Sean, I think we can agree that that's as fair as it gets, not holding any spots. It just goes in the middle. Was that fair?
Yeah, it looks good.
Cool. So here's the thing, Sean. You currently don't know where that card is in the deck, right? I mean, right, that's a good point. It's because, I mean, you know that it's roughly somewhere in the middle, but like you don't know exactly where, but it went somewhere near the middle. So we'll give it a cut, we'll give it a shuffle. That way you don't have a clue as to where it is. Is that fair? Now you have no clue. Wonderful. I don't know what's happening with your mic, Sean. I can't quite hear when you're speaking. I don't know if, anyway, it doesn't matter. So Sean, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the top card. So I did shuffle these. They might be at the top. Was that your card, 6 of spades?
Negative.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna spread the cards on the table like this. I'm gonna start on this end, Sean. I'm gonna move down this way, and at some point, I want you to say the word stop. I'm not gonna touch the cards, that way I can't manipulate them. I'm just gonna use the 6. You say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
You said stop right there. Are you happy with that, or do you wanna keep going?
I'm very happy with that.
Okay, watch. I'm gonna do this as clean and as fair as humanly possible. Is that exactly where you said stop? It is. Now, you guys might be wondering, what if he already passed the card, right? Because he could have said stop anywhere at these cards. So I want you to see, Sean, as I go through these 4 of spades, 6 of diamonds. I don't know if you could see these, 10 of spades. Here, you know what? Let me hold them up so you could see that your card is not amongst these ones. I want you to make sure that, and if you were live, you could check these out. You said stop right there. I'm gonna push that forward like this. And again, you could have kept going and it would have been any one of these. They're all different. But you didn't say stop at any one of these. You didn't say stop at any one of these. These were the ones that were earlier. You said stop right there. Guys, I think you would have to agree that that is as fair as it gets. Sean, in a loud, clear voice, what was the card that you chose?
Card was the 4 of clubs.
4 of clubs. I don't even know. I didn't see it. Yes.
Wow, that was awesome, dude.
There it was. I hope you guys enjoyed that. As you can see, it's really simple, it's really direct, and there are so many things you can do with this, and we're gonna look at them all right now. So this is something, as I said, that I came up with completely independently a while ago when I wanted to do a very fair way where a spectator finds their own card, and this is what I came up with. Very recently, a good friend of mine, Christian Kajigal, who's an incredible performer from the Bay Area, saw me do this, and he said that it's very close to something that already exists, which is known as the 203rd force by Henry Christ, which I looked into, and indeed, they have a lot of similarities, except for that one is a force. It's a way to get someone to choose a card that you want them to choose. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about how you can use this both ways. So right now, we're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna teach you step by step how you can do that. But before we do that, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on for more mentalism, magic, and hypnosis content. So to perform this mind control miracle, you're gonna need two things. The first is a regular pack of cards. I am using red rider backs from Bicycle, which is pretty much a standard in Magic. The second thing you're gonna need is this. This is called a double-backed card. Basically, it's a card that on both sides has the back of a card that matches my deck. Now you have two options to get a double-backed card. The first one is you make it. You take two jokers or two cards you don't need from an old deck, you align them face to face, and you stick them to each other with very strong glue. And that'll stay like that forever. Now if you do that, there's gonna be one disadvantage. The card is going to be the thickness of two cards. It's not a huge disadvantage, but I much prefer custom printed double-backed cards, and I will leave a link in the description to where you can get these delivered right to your door, and you get 52 of them, so they're good, trust me, for a lifetime. Now before you start the trick, there's a secret preparation, and here's what it is. With a pencil, I've made a small dot, very small dot, right here and right there on the upper left and the bottom right corners of my double-backed card. And the camera, I mean, it's so hard for the camera to see, so your spectator literally never stands a chance. You don't have to do this, it's optional, but it's gonna make the handling so much more deceptive and fooling. Now you're ready, that's it. That card is on top, the pencil dot is here and there, and you're ready to start. So you spread through the cards if you're doing this live, and you have them choose any card, literally any card. It's a free choice. If you're doing this virtually, do what I did in the video. You go through the cards like this, and they say stop whenever they like. Let's say right there. So you show them the card that they've said stop at. In this case, it is the 10 of diamonds. Of course, you turn your head away, or if it's live, you have them pick it up and show it around. You don't know what it is. At this point, you're going to swing cut the cards, which basically means my thumb's in the back, my middle finger's in the front, my index finger comes over here, grabs half the cards, swings them over to the left. My left hand grabs those cards and extends my hand for them to put the card back right there. So it's going on top of the double backer. And now I just throw these cards on top and drop the deck. Look how fair that looks. It just looks like they took a card and it went in the middle. And it is actually in the middle, but in a moment I'll be able to find it because of those pencil dots. That's why I love the pencil dots. Otherwise you'd have to like keep a break and control the card. At this point, I'm gonna spread through the cards and I'm gonna say, so you took a random card and you put it somewhere in the middle and you have no idea where it is, right? And I'm spreading to like say, you don't know where it is. What I'm actually doing is I'm looking for that pencil dot. Now I've seen it, it takes almost a second, it's right over here. This is the double back card, but I don't want that. I want the one on top. So what happens is, as soon as I see that pencil dot, my finger, my thumb, my left thumb goes to the card on top of it over here, which is their selection, and my right hand under the spread grabs all the cards above it. So their selection is here, and I grab all the cards above it, and this happens in a second. I spread through, I see the card on top of the pencil dot, and I'm already ready. My thumb is here, and my other fingers have grabbed all these cards. And I just simply say, you don't know where your card is, and I just close the cards back up, except for as I close them, I kind of close these first as these stay in place, and my left pinky stays above their card as I close all the rest of the deck on top like this. So they just think I spread and close the deck, but now I've got my pinky above their card. This is called a pinky break. Then I immediately correct what I said. I go, actually, wait a second. You know it's somewhere in the middle. I'm going to cut and shuffle these cards. That way nobody can have a clue as to where your card is. And at this point, I'm just going to cut. But I'm going to cut at that pinky break. So I just grab at that opening and I cut. They have no idea that that was a calculated cut. And now I can do any kind of shuffle that keeps the top cards where they are. A perfect example is the riffle shuffle. If you start with a smaller packet on this side and you end with a clump here, it doesn't matter how many times you do that, as long as you end with the right hand packet, and it doesn't matter how you riffle shuffle, you could do it this way as well, their card will always stay on top. It's not going to go anywhere. Followed by the double backer. Those aren't moving. Now is really the only sleight in the whole trick. And it doesn't even matter if it's sloppy because it's super casual. Here's what it looks like. You're going to do a triple turnover. And the way you do that is this. You go, okay, great. Now the cards are mixed so you don't know where your card is. So I basically got a pinky break under 3 cards there. Casually as I talk, I spread over 3 cards. My pinky again goes there and I drop the 3 cards on top. So now my pinky is under 3 cards. Now I say, we're actually going to use a random card. I'm hoping the top card isn't your card. And you're going to turn over all 3 really quickly. And the way to do that is my index finger comes here, opens this up like this. It's exactly like a double lift. My thumb comes down here and I just like a book slide this over and turn it. Now here's what's absolutely beautiful about this. I can now peel off this single card and it looks super non-suspicious. It looks like I just turned over a card and peeled it off. Watch again. I'm here, I get the 3 cards, I go there and I can just grab that card like this. Nothing suspicious. But what you've secretly done now is you've placed their card face up, second from the top. And on top of that is the double backer, and that's the whole secret to this trick. So I take the 5 of diamonds with a random card at the top. I'm going to spread the deck on the table, but I have to keep the top of the deck clumped up. So I spread like this, and notice how that there's a little bit of a clump here, and it doesn't matter. Now you take this card and you go here and you say, I'm going to start moving down the cards. You're going to say stop whenever you like. So I start moving and they say stop whenever, and they go there, and you make this really fair. You go, do you want to keep going? As long as they don't go in this top packet, which they can't because it's all clumped up, you go, do you want to keep going? Do you want to go back a little? And you stop, let's say right there. You say, watch, I'm going to do this very slow and very fair, like this, and you move that over. Now, you're going to grab all these cards here. Don't be sloppy about this because you don't want that to separate. So you're going to come over like this, keep everything pretty tight, and you're going to close up like this. And now check this out. You're about to place their card right there. And here's how. You say, now, you might be thinking you already passed your card. So you turn over the cards and casually drop them like this. And now what you've done is you've placed their card and the double backer on top of where they said stop. But nobody can ever follow that because they didn't know that that was there. So now you go through these cards like this and you say, look, you didn't say stop at any one of these. Is your card here? Do you see it? Is it amongst these? And they say no. Now you push that forward. You say, that's where you said stop. And 100% they believe that is where they said stop. Now check this out. Check this subtlety out. You take the cards, you put them on top of here, and now you turn it over and say you could have kept going as well, and it would have been any one of these. And check it out, because of the double backer, this looks 100, you're hiding the double backer essentially, because it looks like you've got some cards there, it looks like you've got some cards here, but they don't know that they're just seeing both sides of this double backer. So it looks to all the world like of all these cards, they didn't say stop there, they didn't say stop there, they said stop right there. You ask them what their card is, you turn it over, and bam, it's the 10 of diamonds. Now let's look at it as a card force. So let's say you want to force a card, make your spectator choose a specific card. And let's say that card is the 6 of hearts, because maybe you have an envelope and inside it says, I predict you chose the 6 of hearts, or maybe you have the 6 of hearts tattooed on your butt cheeks, or one of millions of other tricks where you need to force a specific card. Well, here's how you do it. You've got your double backer on top. Under that, you've got your 6 of hearts face up, and then you've got the rest of the deck face down. That is your setup. And what you do is this, you take the bottom card, you say, we're gonna use this in a second, or you take your joker or whatever, and you spread the cards. And again, you do the exact same thing. You move down like this. You don't even need a card. You know what? You can just use your finger. You say stop when you like. They say stop right there. You go, this one right here. They go, yeah. And you say, okay, now I want you to see. So you grab all the cards like before, turn them over, set them down, and you say, I want you to see that all these cards are different. And you could have said stop earlier at any one of these. And you also could have said stop at any one of these. You could have kept going, and they're all different. So see, again, it's such a fair display, but you said stop right there. Go ahead, take a look at your card. It's the 6 of hearts. Now you turn around, you drop your pants, show them the butt cheeks, and everyone just goes insane. Please don't do that version. I'm just being silly. Do something a little classier. I think will go really well. So there it was, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this very versatile mentalism miracle, whether you use it as a card force or as a really cool reveal where they find their own card. Actually, let me know in the comments which of those two you're going to use it for. I'm curious to know, or do you have a completely different application for it? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this, and I will see you guys on the next one.